What is up, booktube? It is Monty. I am back again at the start of another vlog. I no longer feel like I've been hit by a bus, and more importantly, I have my headphones, so I will be able to listen to No One Is Alone by Rachel Vincent. That is my goal today. I've listened to approximately like 30 minutes of this book, but between work and then getting home and cooking myself dinner later tonight, and there's a little bit of cleaning I need to do, I have a feeling that I'll be able to get this audiobook knocked out. So that's my goal. That's my plan. Feeling back on track. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't have any thoughts or opinions on this book because I've literally only read up to the point. Actually, no, because the synopsis talks about some like rivalry that's going to happen with our main character and her dad's like other children, like the children he has in his marriage. In case you didn't watch my TBR or wherever I talked about this, No One Is Alone is the story of our main character whose name I've forgotten. I want to say it's Emery, but that could be completely incorrect. And Emery and her mother they live together. They have a nice little life. It's been the two of them against the world. She sees her father on like major holidays and for her birthday, and the child support check is always on time, but her father and her mom are not together. At the start of the book, her mother is in an accident. So Emery, or whatever, I don't think her name is Emery. So our main character is called to the office and is like, hey, we gotta go. And so we see her get taken by the vice principal to the hospital, and she's like, oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? And we find out that her mother has passed away. And so her father is gonna step up and like do the right thing, and he's gonna like take her home with him. Except that's when I haven't gotten to this part yet, but according to the summary, according to the synopsis, we're going to find out that her mother was the other woman and that her dad has been happily married. Well, maybe not so happily. Maybe that'll be part of the story. But her father has been married and he has this whole other family that our main character did not know about. And so her school life is going to get shaken up. Her personal life is going to get shaken up. And it's going to be the fallout of this. And earlier this year, I read a book by Rachel Vincent in my Buzzwordathon vlog. I talked about this when I brought up No One Is Alone the first time. So sorry to the people if this is repetitive, but not everybody watches every video. So Rachel Vincent wrote a book that I read earlier in the year. Completely knocked my socks off. I was gagged, gooped that it was as good as it was. And so I'm looking forward to reading another Rachel Vincent because I think this is going to be another one that is going to slide in and like be a favorite. What is up, you guys? I'm filming this for a second time because the last time the mic came unplugged. So I'm going to try not to move around as much as I stand here in this awkward corner of my room. But I have read 290-ish pages of No One Is Alone. I'm home now. I've eaten dinner. It's not terribly late. It's like, let's see here. It is 8:30, but I just am not going to read the last little bit of this book. But I will tell you what is happening here. So I messed up, and our main character is Michaela, and her sister is Emery. So I wasn't pulling Emery completely out of thin air. Michaela is a girl whose mother died. Her father is one having an affair. She is now living with Emery's parents. But y'all, that's just the tip of this messy iceberg. Because now Michaela has been living with the family for a couple of weeks, probably close to a month or so. We've seen the funeral. She had to plan this funeral. Michaela has like run away from home. She ran away from her dad's house back to where her and her mom were renting. We've seen like a couple of clashes that Michaela's had in this new environment, which I think is very normal. I don't love this as much as I loved Rachel Vincent's other book, but I do think that the family dynamics in this particular situation are very honest and very real, and they're depicted in a way that I really like. I like seeing the family. I mean, I just like seeing families in YA, period, but I really like how the family is done here. It makes me feel like some thought was actually put into this. And not only in the relationship that Michaela has with her father after finding out that he had this whole other life that she didn't really know, despite having spent, birthdays and weekend, trips, to the diner or whatever. So she's seeing her father in like a new light, but she's also seeing her stepmother that she's finding out for the first time, all of these siblings, because she has a sister Emery, and then she has an older brother and a younger brother now. And the relationship that she has forged with her younger brother is like really, I love it. It's like the highlight of this book for sure. She also has an ailing grandmother now that she didn't have before, because when it was just her and her mom, her mother's mother had already passed on, and so now she is seeing Cynthia have to deal with losing her mother. There's a lot of at play here that I wasn't expecting going in, because the synopsis leads with Emery and Michaela like duking it out, having this like really intense rivalry over some school play. And while that was definitely present in the early parts of the narrative, it's not so much present anymore. And so it's been replaced by a far messier development that I didn't really see coming, so I'm not going to spoil it here, but I'm invested to see where it goes. I'm just not invested in reading this last little bit tonight. So I'm going to finish this tomorrow, and I'll check back with you guys then. But for now, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the rest of yours.